Hello guys, so welcome to this video, and in this video I want to discuss how you can manage and scale your earnings as a freelancer, because I always see a lot of freelancers come to my DM sometimes and they're like, hello, please, can you borrow me, can you lend me this money, I need this money for this, I ran out of money. And I'll be like, this guy, you actually earned like 2 million naira last 2 months. What's up? What are you doing with your money? So you'll find out that a lot of people don't know how to manage their funds as freelancers because they do this mistake. Freelancing, some months you earn about 2 million naira, the next month you may not earn anything. And they spend the money thinking, oh, I've made 2 million naira, let me buy this, let me buy that. And that is a very big mistake. So, how do you actually manage your funds as a freelancer? Always think this way as a freelancer: pay yourself a salary. So if you're earning some months 1 million naira, some months 2 million naira, always feel like you should have an average you pay yourself. So it can be 500,000 naira. So even if it's a month that you did not earn up to 500,000 naira and you earn just like 400,000 naira, from your savings, you can balance that money to make it 500,000 naira that can be able to carry you throughout that month. So once you start paying yourself a salary, you actually start getting that consistency and a way to better manage your funds. So it covers for the whole irregularities, because one issue we get, like at the end of the year, you can calculate everything you earn as a freelancer and you find out that, oh, I have earned over 15 million naira. But you did not feel like someone who actually end up to 15 million naira. You know why? Because some months you earn 3 million naira, some months you didn't earn anything. And those months that you earn 3 million naira, you spent your money like a rich man, you get me? Then the month that you earn like 200,000 naira, you still ate from your savings that you were able to manage when you earn like a bigger amount of money. So those irregularities actually make it feel like we actually don't earn enough. But if you can actually calculate and give yourself an average earning and say, oh, in the whole year, I earn around 1 million naira monthly, you'll be like, yeah, I actually do earn a lot of money, like on an average. So a better way to manage this money is to actually give yourself a salary. This is what I always advise a lot of freelancers that are ready to listen to advice. So if you say my expenses in the month is around 400,000 or 500,000, then good. Okay, let me pay myself a salary of 500,000. So the months you earn 1 million naira, 500,000 naira is a savings, and the other 500,000 is your normal salary you are supposed to use for that month. So this salary should be calculated, everything you spend, everything you give, because a lot of people will always come to DMs. You know how it works. But that money should be able to cover for everything, and that way, when that money is exceeded, even if someone comes to your GM, you don't have any money again. That is your salary you have actually exhausted. That way, you have a good way to actually have a base spending. Now, the months that you don't earn up to like your 500,000 naira salary, maybe you earn 300,000, 200,000. Then from your savings, you can actually balance up that 200,000 up to 500,000 for your spending for the whole month. You may feel like, oh, I'm taking from my savings to spend. That is far better than when you deceive yourself that you are going to spend that 200,000 and you know it. Because it happens this way. You end up spending the 200,000 even quicker than you were supposed to maintain if you had 500,000. Then you start removing money like unmetered, like it's not calculated. You remove this money from your saving, you remove at the end of the day, you've even spent more than the 500,000 you were supposed to spend. So by using this strategy of giving yourself a kind of salary, you actually have like a better chance of creating a better saving plan. Now, how do you actually manage the money you saved? So I generally advise people this: before you start looking for ways to invest that will triple your money, before you start going to fall into Ponzi, before you start looking for fake investment plans, your bank is the first basic place you can start savings. Yeah, nobody will likes to talk about it because the money is small. But see, if you actually have a plan to buy a land, to buy a house, to buy a car, and maybe in like a few months' time you're going to buy that, maybe 8 months' time, you can open a target savings account with your bank and they're going to give you 5%. It is better than actually risking that money. Unless you have a risk-free investment plan, then you can do that. A bank is like the easiest risk-free investment. You can open a fixed deposit, which I generally don't advise, because if you close the account before that termination date, you may not get your profit. So you can open a target savings. That way, you know, okay, in 8 months' time, I want to buy a car and I'm saving this amount of money to get that car. And at the same time, the money is saved and you get like 5% monthly still added to you. It's still small change, but it's something. It's better because that way, you know, my money is safe and I'm still getting 5%, 6%, 4% from the bank. So using your bank local savings, it's one of the best way you can actually start keeping those money you save. That money that you're keeping there will be safe, and you can actually now start keeping another form of savings that can be used for investments. That one you can use to get your shares, you can use to buy cryptocurrency, you can use to even do trading. So that other part of savings will not be as big as the one that is risk free. I don't know if you're following. So that way you get enough money always in your account. Now, you know how to actually keep the money you're going to spend, and you won't ever run into this whole issue of lending money from people, of rather borrowing money from people. You won't run into those kind of issues, and you actually have something good in your savings bank account, and you have like one or two investments in maybe crypto, stock, shares outside. Then you're actually living at least an okay financial state at that point. Then you can actually start thinking of scaling. How do you scale from being a regular freelancer to actually a rich person? Think of it this way: 20 years from now, do you want to see yourself in front of a computer writing a blog, doing a data annotation task, working with clients? I don't think you would want that. You want to actually see yourself traveling around the world, watching your business like produce something for you, and having a lot of passive income. This is why scaling is a very important topic in freelancing. So, how do you move? Remember, there's no retirement plan for you as a freelancer. There's no company that is going to be paying you retirement. You're just a 1099 contract worker. So nobody is going to pay you that money. So you have to be actually very smart with the way you manage your money and actually your plan to scale. Now, there are very many ways freelancers scale their earnings. One of them is to start online courses. You can actually go to a website where you can provide courses. These courses will be paid, and even if you're not actively doing the task, your courses will be online, keep fetching you money. Another one is social media. You could grow a good social media. You can start a freelance agency where you have freelancers working for you. Then you meet clients as an agent, like as an agency. In that kind of way, you actually have a lot of ways to actually relax and let your ideas work for you. So you can actually find a good way to scale. Now, another way to scale is actually starting a business. It could be online business, it could be an offline business. But the point is this: you have something that even if you stop freelancing can actually fetch you a good amount of money. This is very important because the whole idea of working online is to actually have enough time for yourself. So putting yourself out as in form of online business, create a good brand for yourself, create a good personality for yourself. And if you're going to start YouTube, there's this mistake I always say a lot of small YouTubers do, like me. They want to do this whole trick and illegal stuff. You want to share things like Ponzi, you want to share hacks, something that is illegal on your channel. It actually makes you not a marketable personality. So try to create a very unique personality where brands can actually associate with. Like, okay, imagine it being a YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers and you are known for sharing Ponzi's on your page. If you're a business, would you like to approach that kind of person? You feel their trust score is very low. So create a kind of formidable personality with your audience where they feel relatable, at the same time they feel like this is somebody we can trust. That way brands can actually reach out to you and feel like, oh, this person could actually be valuable to our business. So guys, this is like a few ways you can actually scale your earning as a freelancer. Just to reiterate, I said pay yourself a salary, that's manage your income, know what you're spending, then create a savings account. It could be with your local bank, but it should be something that is risk free. Then the second part of your savings could be something that you can put into cryptocurrencies, could be something you can use to buy any risky shares or something. You understand me? Then finally, try to look for ways to scale your earnings. Don't settle there, because at the end of the day, you don't want to do this thing the rest of your life. You actually want to get something that can pay you even when you retire. When you say, oh, I'm done with working, you want to still have a sustainable source of income.